Coach, it's great to be back out on the field for the preseason. It's nice to get some scrimmage action here today against both Manasquan and Howe. What are some of the things you saw on the field that really impressed you today?
The physicality of my kids, because we don't get a good look at practice, just because of the numbers, and the physicality I was impressed with how our kids they came to hit today. I was very, very pleased with that.
Yeah, you guys have really been able to turn this program around as a staff over the past couple of years. Before you came, they hadn't had a winning season since 2001. What is the biggest thing that you guys brought in here that has really changed the culture?
Letting kids know they can do it, and that there's life after high school. And our main goal here is to get kids into college.
Sure.
I firm believe if you do all the right things outside of football, on the field takes care of itself. So, our main goal is to get kids to the next level, where it's Division 2, 3, 1, junior college, prep school, whatever we can do. And the kids, anytime the kids believe, they believe. It took one kid, Tyrese, went to college, and then everybody else started going to college. And the kids actually believe that they can play, and it's contagious, Losing's contagious and winning's contagious. And we just take one game at a time. We just, stress, do the right thing.
Of course, Tyrese Beverett being one of the best two-sport athletes the school's ever had. You graduated another one last year in Amir Tyler you had at the running back position. Who do you see really filling those shoes this year? I mean, you can't fill them entirely, but who are some of the backs that are really going to step up?
The thing, like I tell people, everybody thinks that we weren't going to be good this year because we lost Amir, but skill-wise, we have something here I haven't had since I've been coaching. We're 3 deep at every skill position this year. So instead of someone taking and filling the shoes of Amir, we got other kids who's stepping up. Where we got we had 6 sophomores and 1 freshman we started last year. So those kids, obviously, they got a year under their belt, they got a year stronger. So they're producing at a high level today. And, we're a team effort. I'll steal it from the basketball team because I coach there too. It's a total team effort, TTE. And everybody today, just as today, we spread the ball around a lot. Where, last year Amir got a bulk of the stuff, but Zaire Jones, the quarterback, is going to be electric this year. A lot of people don't know how good he really is. And, we got a couple kids. We got a kid named Jasir Cooper, fullback, who's going to help. We got another kid, Honorary Richardson, and wingback, that's going to help. And we got another kid at wide receiver, Adi Palmer, who's 6'3", 225, very good athlete. And he's 2 touchdowns out here today. So, we're gonna spread the ball around a lot. We'll keep everybody hungry. And just like I said, continue to do the right thing.
I had a chance to see Zaire Jones last year twice when you guys played Rumson Fairhaven and when you guys played Point Barrow. Kid is a very, very good athlete, dual threat weapon. How much has he grown and matured over the past year?
Tremendously. But just on the simple fact, he started last year as a sophomore. He was a baby. He was 155 pounds. He didn't understand, you coming from freshman at Pop Warner, you don't understand the weight room. You don't understand classroom work, watching film. Now, he's 180 pounds. He ran track this year. He's a 3-sport athlete, football, basketball, track. And his body is just maturing into a better athlete. And he does everything right on the field. He has good grades in school. He's a great kid, man. A super duper leader, too. I think that was the toughest thing that we were going to miss with Amir leaving was the leader. And Zaire and Josh Leslie really stepped up in that role and been leaders. And that's a good thing for us. Anytime your quarterback can be the leader and be as skillful as him, we're in good business.
And who do you see really stepping up on the offensive line to give you guys a push?
We got John Paul Rodriguez and Ty Pierce and Isaiah Francis. They started last year for us. And even though Ty was a freshman, started every game for us, it's his sophomore year. He's the main focal point. He's the center. He's got to snap the ball. So, anytime you got kids that are coming back on the offensive line, you're in good shape. Those 3 guys, they bring their hard hat every day. They work hard. Never hear anything about them. We only have 8 linemen in the program. So they got to do all the reps on scout team. They got to do all the reps on first O. So they're doing a great job with that. And we just got to get better. That's it. Just stay healthy. That's the main thing. It's the name of the game.
So, conditioning is going to be very, very important, especially, you were talking about the depth where you only have 8 linemen in the program. They're going to have to play all the time.
The good thing for us is that none of our offensive linemen and none of our defensive linemen play on both sides. So they only play one side of the ball. And we got skills that we can rotate in, but you're right, conditioning is a major key point for us this year. And we're doing a great job, our coaching staff. of running them, but at the same time not going crazy, where it's it's almost tedious, and you don't want to ever do a spiteful and then you lose the kids. So we do it productive, we have fun, but we condition, we get our work in, which is good. And I'm very pleased with the progress we had this camp and the preseason so far. A lot of maturity, because like I said, we had a lot of young kids last year, and the kids are really maturing, which is a pleasant surprise.
Now, defensively, who were the main impact players that we can watch out for, especially with a tough B-South schedule, with Lacey coming back to the division, and, you guys also have to play Point Borough, which is another good offensive team.
Yeah, I mean, our schedule is good. It was good this year. We got Brick at a conference this year, too. So that'll be a good game. But it all starts up front with us. Josh Lezen, was third in shore last year in sacks as a sophomore. Made all division. He made one of the teams. I'm not sure which one he made. But he's a stud. We took him off the offensive line to help him out defensively. And, he makes it all go for us up front. But Adi Palmer's just as tough on defense as he is on offense. And he's getting recruited for linebacker just as much as he's getting recruited for wide receiver. So those two right there are two focal points. And then the Jones twins at corner are going to be tough to pass on. So I like our secondary this year. And up front, again, we do a good job. My coaches do a very good job of rotating, keeping those guys fresh. So we're going to put a lot of pressure on people this year. We don't even know how to do it one way.
It was 6-4 last year overall, but 6-1 in the division. You guys want a share of it. You guys are going to be right back in the mix again this year. You made the first round of the playoffs a year ago. What is it going to take for you guys to take that next step and win a playoff game and compete for a title?
It's good. It's a good thing you say that, because if you saw our black shirts we have on today, on the back it says "finish," and that's been the main thing that we've been preaching all winter and all summer is finish. We started out 5-0, lost the last couple games, even though it was to quality teams, Rumson, Point Borough. But at the end of the day, we want to finish, and I think we got enough talent, and we got enough of good kids and good coaches that we can push that envelope. And our expectations are starting to get a little higher here. Mm-hmm. But at the end of the day, you got to take one game at a time. Manchester's going to be a very hard opponent, opening day.
Sure.
They want to start the season off right. And we just take one game at a time. And I'm a firm believer, if we take care of what we take care of, worry about Lakewood, we'll be fine. We can't worry about anything else. We can control the controllables. I stole from Coach Rule at Temple. That's what I tell the kids. Control what you can control. You can control your effort, you can control your hustle, and you can control your accountability. Don't worry. If you take care of those things, everything else will be fine. So we take one day at a time, one game at a time, and hopefully, we can get a good seed if we make the playoffs and get a home game. And then, once you get into December, it's anybody's game. We'll just be grateful to be there, if we could be there.
Like you said, the losses you had last year were against quality opponents. You mentioned Rumson Fairhaven, a team that was a top 3 defense in the shore, only gave up 65 points in the whole season, and you had to be pleased that your team was able to put 14 on them.
Yeah, the sophomore quarterback throw with 7-9. We're on the 5-yard line. Sophomore quarterback throws against his body, and they take it back. At 14-9, our kids still didn't come back. They didn't put their heads down. We put 14 on them. Come down to the fourth quarter, we stop them, we get the ball, and But that's how football is. We lost to Point Borough by 1 point. We lost to a good Seneca team who was beating Delsey at halftime. Mm-hmm. And Amir Tyler got hurt the second play of the second quarter, and we lost by 8 to them, I think. Or I'm sorry, we lost by 16. So we're right there. We just got to stay healthy, and we can't get caught up in what everybody else thinks about us. We just got to get caught up in our stuff. Just do the right thing, come to practice, work hard, and don't worry about what anybody else says. We got to control our destiny, and we don't worry about anybody else. We just got to keep getting better.
All right, LJ, thanks a lot.
Thank you. I appreciate you coming. Thank you, sir.